Rules for adding integers. Okay, you can add integers without using the number line, but you must follow these specific rules. If an integer have the same sign, you want to add the absolute value. Remember we talked about that earlier. That's just a distance from 0, and use the common sign. So if they have the same sign and you add a negative plus a negative, then the sign will be negative. We did a conjecture that proved that. And if we adding a positive plus a positive, then the sign also will be positive. So shouldn't be any problems there. Now let's take a look at if the signs are different. The rules say you want to subtract the lesser absolute value from the greater absolute value. So if one's positive and the other is negative, you want to take the sign that's smaller. Once you do the absolute value, take the number that's smaller and subtract it from the number that's larger, and you want to use the sign of the number that's larger. Don't think in terms of positive and negative, but think in terms of absolute value. Okay, and you always use the number line to check. So let's go right ahead and jump into this and see what we'll get. It tells us to find the sum of a negative. It says find the sum of a negative 12 plus 4. So now we go back to our rules, and our rules point here. Different signs. So since the signs are different, it tells us to subtract the lesser absolute value. So I'm going to subtract 4 from 12. Just that simple. 12 minus 4 is going to give us 8. It also says we want to use the sign of the number with the greatest absolute value. So 12 has the greatest absolute value, so our sign will be negative. So don't get too tied up in what you see. Just understand that we were using different signs, so we must subtract the smaller from the larger and use the sign of the larger absolute value. So saying that negative 12 plus 4 is actually saying let's subtract 4 from 12, and that's going to give us a negative 8. So let's go ahead now and see, can we check this by using a number line. So we'll construct a number line, and we will use that. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're just going to use the number line to check. Shortly we won't be doing this, but we can do that now. 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10, negative 11, and negative 12. And over on this side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're starting here at a negative 12, and we are adding to it plus 4. So we'll add, what that means, going to the right. So we will add 1, 2, 3, and we will stop here at a negative 8. Okay, so we prove with the number line that if we add 4 to a negative 8, we will end up add 4 to a negative 12. I'm sorry, we will end up at a negative 8. Let's take a look at the second number. We'll use a different color so we don't look so different. So let's take this dark reddish, anyway, brown, whatever. So we want to find the sum of negative 4 plus a negative 7. Let's go and look and see what we're doing. Negative 4 plus a negative 7, same sign, so we will use same sign rules. We will add the absolute value and use a common sign. So here we're just taking 7 plus 4 is equal to 11, and the common sign is negative, so that would be a negative 11. So again, we can go back in, construct a number line to check, and we'll let that be 0, and I'll just put 14 tick marks, that'll be safe. And we can know that this is 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10, negative 11, negative 12, negative 13, negative 14. So we're adding, let's see, did we make that a 4? Should be a 4. Okay, so we are adding a negative 4, so this is where we're going to start. And I'm going to go ahead and change these colors on us. So we're starting at a negative 4, and we are adding to it a negative 7. So we're going to go to the left because we're adding negative 7 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and of course that's at a negative 11. So using the number line, we prove that our rules is consistent. So as we go forward, then we necessarily won't be using the rules, but I want to at least put a problem up here for you to practice on. So let's give you a practice problem and see how well you can do on this practice problem. So make it a little simple. So let's go practice with a P. Practice with a P. Okay. So we'll let you practice on this one. And let's make it a little, maybe a little. So let's say find the sum whereas 16 plus, let's use 13. Okay, so we're using these rules. So what I want you to do is take some time, look at this problem, pause the video, then come back and see how well you've done. Okay. All right, now that you're back, let's go ahead and take a look at where we are. We talked about same signs and the rules or whatever for the same signs, and we see 16, and that's a positive 16 plus a positive 13 is positive. So what we need to do is look at our same sign rules, and we look at those same sign rules. It says just simply add the absolute value. So if we add 16 plus 13, we're going to get 9 plus 2, so that's going to equal 29. Okay, so because that equals 29, now we can go and check using the number line to make sure we are correct. So let's go ahead and construct a number line. And what I'm going to do is, since I'm using positive numbers, I'm going to just start my number line positive. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. So that ought to do it for us. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So now we can take and look and see what we check with the number line. So we're going to the right. We're going to the right. There we go. And we're starting at 16. So here is where we'll start. And we're going from there 13 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and that's at 29. Okay, so we went 13 units, and that's at 29. So checking with the number line, 16 plus 13 does equal 29. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the comment section and we'll address them in class.